Finally, the tattoo tour that you have been asking me for is the tattoo tour I've been saying that I was gonna get done, and here we are months later. This video is gonna show you all my tattoos, where I got them, who did them, how much it was, how painful it was. I'm gonna tell you everything, and let's just get into it. So I'm gonna go in the order of when I got them, starting off with my toe tattoos. Yes, I have toe tattoos, not foot tattoos, toe tattoos. So this one has a bit of backstory to it, and I promise I will get through these as fast as I can. So I was a bit of a rebellious kid, and there was this Instagram page when I was in high school going around of this girl who was doing at-home stick and poke tattoos for underage kids. It wasn't advertised as underage, but her customer base was pretty much underage kids. So I originally had a appointment with her to get, what was I even gonna get? I think, oh, I remember. I was gonna get the lowercase d in typewriter font with a little paw as a full stop. I'll put a little image up here of what I'm talking about. On the day, she ended up cancelling on me, and I was going to my friend Greta's house, which Greta's gonna become a regular theme with my tattoos. I was going over to her place, and she had actually gotten tattoos from her and actually did stick and poke herself. Again, not professionally. We were both 17 at the time. So I went over to hers, told her that my appointment had been cancelled, and then I was like, hey, you've done stick and poke before. Do you want to do mine? So we didn't actually end up going with the original idea that I wanted, but it was so fun. We ended up going into the lounge room, had a movie on, eating ice cream, and just giving each other tattoos. So the first one we did was the little toe ring, which is just a line with a couple of dots, and that's what I thought that I was only gonna do. But with tattoos, they're quite addictive. So I ended up getting 2 more. So as you can see, on the same foot, on a different toe, I've got 2 arrows and a dot, and on the other foot, I've got a little tree on my right foot. Absolutely no meaning to any of these. They are purely for aesthetic, and I know that some people really want meaning with every tattoo. I personally don't really care. It's crazy to think, but these are actually my favorite tattoos. I don't know if it's just because of the backstory behind it or because they genuinely just look really cute and I love them every time I see them. Cost me absolutely nothing because I was at a friend's place, so mates rates. Pain was bearable. I mean, I ended up getting 3 all at once, so it was fine. And like, we stopped and started and like took our time because we were just chilling. Okay, on to the next. My next one, which for some reason when we were filming the close-ups, I actually forgot about, and that is this tattoo. Oh my god, the fucking hair tie, I swear to god. This tattoo on my wrist, and again, done by my friend Greta. Mates rates, cost me absolutely nothing, and it was just at her house. I was 18, and this one is also stick and poke with a needle and some Indian ink. Again, do not recommend, but again, one of my favorite tattoos. And this one actually does have meaning. So it is very loosely, and I mean very loosely, a representation of the symbol, the koru, which is a Maori symbol. Apologize if I absolutely butcher this, but pretty much the symbol is of a fern unfurling, so it's all curled up and it's unfurling, and from what I know, it goes with the meanings of being reborn and growing and unfurling into life, and I just, first of all, just love that meaning. And also the second meaning for me personally was I actually used to live in New Zealand. Part of my family is in New Zealand. I also went on a trip to New Zealand in 2015, a music tour. Back in Melbourne, it was just not a great time for me in life. I was in a pretty bad place, and this music tour came at the perfect time. I was just surrounded by the most amazing people doing the most amazing things, traveling and playing music. Again, with my friend Greta, she just seems to be in some really important times in my life. And I got this necklace when I was over there that was the koru sign, and I'll see if I can find pictures of it. I literally wore it to death. And I said very early into having it that if this were to ever break, I would get it tattooed somewhere, and it broke, so I got a tattoo. I'm a woman of my word. But yeah, this one probably is the most special tattoo to me, and yeah, I absolutely love it. Pain, pretty much nothing. Again, it was an at-home job, so we just took our time. It was fine. My next tattoo is the one on my ribs. This one was my first professional tattoo. We stopped the at-home jobs once we started going to professionals and was able to afford it and was of legal age of getting tattoos. And this tattoo is a branch of gum leaves on my ribs done by Lilli, who is Honey Tripper on Instagram. I will link all artists' Instagram handles. She is not only lovely, but so talented. Everything that you see was freehand. Literally all I said to her in my email was, I've seen you do gum leaves before, I want it on my ribs, do whatever. And she does all her tattoos like this. So you go in, you tell her what you want, and you tell her sort of like the placement and the size, and then she'll literally come at your body with a Sharpie, draw the outline on it, and then depending on how much refining she wants to do, she'll get different color Sharpies and sort of refine and correct and make adjustments as she goes. And then you get to see the outline, and then she just tattoos. I had no idea what this was gonna look like before it was done, which can be a little bit scary, especially for my first professional tattoo, and it's huge, but it all worked out amazingly. It is such a beautiful piece. It is so incredibly detailed. The only thing I would say, and this is 100% on me, is I wish it was a little bit smaller. I just wish it was like one branch. Again, that's not on her. That's me not being able to speak up because I was a little 18-year-old getting my first tattoo done professionally and I just didn't know what to do. So if you're gonna walk away with anything from this video, is speak up, because otherwise you're left with something that you're not 100% happy with on your body forever. But with all that said, I am so happy with it. The great thing about freehand is she was able to make it work with my body, and because it's in such a spot that stretches and moves a lot when you're moving, it really flows, and I think that's what makes it extra special with what she does. The price, I think it ended up being $600, which now that I'm thinking about it really isn't that bad. It was definitely a shock to me when I got there. I think I rocked up with like $450 because that's what I was estimating. But yeah, I think it ended up being around about $600, which was a bit of a shock to me, but looking at the quality and how it's healed, 100% worth it. Oh, and pain. I keep forgetting about mentioning pain. Hurt like a freaking bitch. I think I have a pretty good pain tolerance, but there's something about the ribs that just killed. I think it was the lines that hurt the most, and oh my god, I feel so bad for her. I was uncontrollably shaking. I could not stop my shaking, which made her job 1,000 times harder. So Lilli, if you're watching this, I am so sorry. It was just so painful that I was shaking and I had to take a couple of breaks even though I didn't want to, but we got through it and we got more tattoos after that, so it really couldn't have been that bad. And I think it took around about 3 hours to do all up. Now, my next tattoo. If we're talking about regret, we're talking about this next one. I literally do not regret any of my tattoos except for this one. This one is just, you're about to see. For the sake of not getting hate, I'm not gonna disclose who did this tattoo. And to be honest, I don't even remember who did this tattoo. I had my friend Alex send me something on Instagram being like, oh, $50 tattoos. And I just got my rib one like a week earlier and I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Like $50, that's awesome. I just paid $600 for this one. How bad could it be? Bad, apparently. So I don't remember the artist's name. I don't even remember the studio's name. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna try and find out. I don't want to get in trouble with anyone. All I will say is do your research, look into the artist's Instagram, and not only look at the fresh photos, but look to see if they have healed photos of their artwork, because there is a big difference between when you first get it and how it heals, which was what happened with mine. Anyway, I'll just show you what it is. So this is supposed to be a shooting star, and I was expecting beautiful, fine line, crisp lines, and I got this. It is bled out, it's missing ink in certain spots, it's thicker in certain spots, it's just thicker than it should have been in the first place. Lines are not evenly spaced, and mind you, this girl used a stencil. She was an apprentice. I know that tattooing is such a hard art form, but I'm sorry, it was not worth $50. I should have known it was bad. I previously told her what we wanted, and we got there, we met her, she was lovely, and then she asked us again what we wanted. She didn't even look at our reference photos that we'd sent her previously. She drew it up. She told us to like go away to a cafe while she drew it up. I don't know if that's normal. I've never had anyone else do that for me. And then she came out with the sizes and everything was fine, showed us the placement. I was so excited. I get on the table to get tattooed, and what should have taken 5, maybe 10 minutes took like 20 to 25 minutes. And she was like digging in hard to my ankle. Like it hurt so bad. And I reckon she went over it about 3 or 4 times, which I don't think you should have to do. It shows because the result I got is just, it's just so bad. I really just want to get another artist to like do something around it or cover it up somehow. Like I just don't want it on my leg anymore. I'm gonna have to try and get get it covered up or like redone somehow. But yeah, this was really disappointing. Moral of the story, don't get a $50 tattoo from an apprentice. So next tattoo, which was definitely a better experience, is the Sunburst that's on my sternum. It is done by Kate, or Kalua Tattoo. She is from Fine Line Studios, which if you are from Melbourne or if you are following anyone on Instagram, you would know is an amazing studio, and so many people get tattoos from them because of just the professionalism and the clean, fine lines. And Kate actually specializes in stick and poke, which is what Greta and I tried to attempt, but this is an example of what it's supposed to look like. And it is so perfect. Like, you would think that it's actually done with a machine, but it is hand done with a needle. And she did an amazing job. It was such a great experience. I was in the upstairs studio, laid on the bed on my back because she obviously had to work on my front. She was so lovely, like so accommodating. And I literally laid there and watched TV and like closed my eyes and was almost like falling asleep. Like, it was quite therapeutic because it's no noise, because it's not a machine, and the environment was peaceful, and because it's done by hand, she's going so slowly that it barely hurts. Like, you can feel it, but it's hardly anything. She gets into this rhythm and you sort of get into the rhythm with her. And I think I was 20 when I got this. I actually filmed a vlog for it, so if you want to see it, it's up in this corner. Absolutely no meaning behind this one. I had just been following her for a really long time and just really wanted something from her, and I think the price was around $4.50, which sounds a little bit pricey for the size, but I think because it's stick and poke and it takes a longer time, her prices are a little bit higher. And also it's so worth it because, I mean, after the last one I had gotten before this, it was just like a huge upgrade, and you can totally tell by the quality that it was 100% worth the money. And kind of last but not least, I have 3 more tattoos to talk about, but I actually got them all at once. And again, I vlogged this, so if you want to see it, it's up in the corner. I went to Fine Line again, but with a different artist. His name's Jason, and I went with one of my good friends, Lilli, and we ended up getting all up 6 tattoos. If you want to see what she got, go look at the vlog. So the first one that I got was my matching tattoo with Lilli. I got an O and she got an X, and this was actually inspired by Kristen McAtee, who is also here on YouTube. I love Kristen and her style with like interior design and clothing, and I just think that she's such a cool person, and I love her tattoos. And she actually has this matching tattoo with her best friend Alex. I saw her tattoo tour and I was like, dude, I have to get that. So I know it's a little bit basic, bitch, but I don't really care. I got it with someone who I've been friends with for almost 10 years now, and she was down, so I was like, fuck it, let's do it. We're really gonna stick together now. But yeah, I just think it's so cute. We got it in a really cute little font, and Jason did a great job. Pain was, honestly, it kind of hurt, and like in the vlog you can see that I'm being a little bitch about it. I'm really trying not to be, but like it kind of really hurt, but it took like 2 seconds, so I was fine. The next tattoo I got from Jason, he did the one on my arm, which says the word art. This one doesn't really have any meaning to it. When I was looking for inspo on tattoos on Pinterest, I just happened to see this little flash tattoo ideas, and one of them was art in this font, and I just fell in love with it. I don't know why, but I just saw it and I was like, I have to have it. And I think it is so cute. It's so simple. I actually never thought that I'd get words written on me, but as you'll see with the next tattoo, that was totally incorrect. And also it was my first like really exposed out there tattoo that you can see pretty much all the time. All my other ones are sort of hidden, not by choice, it just happened to be that way, but it's really hard to like see my tattoos with what I dress normally. But this one, if I'm wearing a t-shirt, you're absolutely gonna see. Absolutely love this one. He did such a great job. The fine line is just beautiful. It healed perfectly. Pain wasn't so bad. Again, it was really tiny, so like it was very doable. I probably acted like a little bitch again. And last but not least, the third one that I got from Jason at Fine Line is the words down my spine, where the wind blows. This one actually does have meaning to it. It is the title of a song written by 2 Aussie guys. I'm pretty sure they're from Sydney, Byron Bay, somewhere in Australia. And it is an absolutely beautiful song, and I actually performed it at a school thing with my friend Greta. Again, Greta is a reoccurring theme in my tattoos. This song actually came to me at a time when I really needed it. I very rarely, but sometimes have these moments where I find a song or I revisit a song at a certain time and the lyrics just hit me. Not sure if this is how they intended it when they wrote it, but for me it's pretty much, you can't control everything. Things happen and you just sometimes just need to go where the wind blows. And I think it's a beautiful reminder, and it's a beautiful song. Seriously, go listen to it. I'll link it below. Just to have that reminder on my body, and it's done so delicately, and I asked Jason to do it in a cursive that doesn't break, so the words are just joint to each other, so that's a little bit harder to read, because my tattoos are for me and I don't really care if anyone else can read it, but I know what it is and I love the look of how the cursive looked all joint. I absolutely love it. I think it looks really dainty, especially on a part of my body that I don't find that feminine. Like, I've got really broad shoulders, really wide back, so I feel like it just fits my body well and it just decorates my body well. The price for all three I think ended up being like $300. Seriously, go check out Jason. He is such an awesome guy, so awesome to chat with, an amazing artist. He does tattooing, painting, he does it all. Just go look at everything and go get a booking with him. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. And he let me and Curly film, so he's just super chill. Pain on my back it was alright. He had to go over it twice, so like that kind of sucked, but the second time round was better than the first time, so I think it was definitely the best out of the three. And I got all these tattoos done earlier this year, so when I'm 20. That is the end of this tattoo tour. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I gave you all the information you need. If you've got any other questions, just comment down below. I am more than happy to answer. If you want to know who the dodgy tattoo parlor is, DM me and my Instagram, and maybe I'll spill some tea. Who knows? Maybe I won't. Give us a like if you enjoyed this video. I will absolutely make another one when I have collected more tattoos, because trust me, I will be getting more. Not anytime soon because we're in lockdown. Let me know if you liked it. Make sure to subscribe for more tattoo content, because I love talking tattoos and I love sharing tattoos. And while you're down there in the comments, let me know if you have tattoos or if you want some, or if you're scared of getting them, and let's have a chat. Pretty sure that's all I had to say, so that's it.